Are your weekends a joyful release, a big bear hug thank you to life, or are they a high-speed slide into self-destruction? Let's take a look.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off and the clock has started.
Hey there, good day to each and every one of you bright shining souls wherever you may be, and welcome to balanceFIT Radio. We are talking, as always, about strength, meaning, and the human experience. I'm your host, Scott Schroeder, certified personal trainer and nutrition coach with specialties in corrective exercise and performance enhancement. balanceFIT Radio is where fitness meets psychology, philosophy, and real life. Because true wellness is about more than just the body. It's about balance. Now let's get into it, shall we? If your current fitness plan looks something like watch a bunch of YouTube videos, try random workouts, get confused, and then go eat a sandwich, I might be able to help. The balanceFIT Blueprint is a 3-session virtual coaching program where we build a training plan designed specifically for you, your goals, your schedule, and your real life. We start with an assessment. I build your custom program. We walk through it together, and then we check in and adjust once you've had time to implement it. It's not a generic workout. It's coaching with intention. If you want a clear plan and a smarter way to train, check out the balanceFIT Blueprint at balancefitsc.com. Your life, your potential. Have you ever noticed we have a really strange relationship with the weekend? We talk about weekdays like they're the enemy. Just got to get through Monday. Hump day, almost Friday. Thank God it's the weekend. Like Monday through Friday is something we endure so we can finally live on Saturday. And then Saturday shows up, and what do we do with it? Well, it runs the full spectrum from rest and connection and joy all the way to complete surrender, total abandonment, and in some cases, just outright annihilation of the body, mind, and spirit. Here's the tension I want to name right out of the gate. We framed weekends as permission to abandon structure, permission to numb out, permission to deserve excess. Now listen, I understand the instinct. You worked hard, you dealt with stress, you showed up for your responsibilities, and now you want relief. That's human. That's normal. That ain't the problem. This is. We treat the weekend like it exists outside of our lives, when in reality, it is deeply embedded within our lives. Weekends are not neutral. They're not a pause button. They are not a separate timeline where consequences don't apply. They are part of the slope. You've heard me talk about this before. Your life is not a flat line. It's not static. It's always trending, always moving, always tilting, either upward or downward. And here's something important. You don't ruin your life in one weekend, but you absolutely reinforce your trajectory in one. Slopes don't change because of one massive decision. They change because of repeated small ones over time, quietly, almost invisibly. So let me give you a sentence that I want you to sit with for a minute. The weekend isn't a break from who you're becoming. It's a snapshot of it. Who you are on Saturday is who you are becoming on Tuesday. Now, before anyone gets defensive and throws their nachos at me, let me be very clear about this. I'm not here to take your nachos away. I like a good couch and a dumb movie as much as anyone. I am not the anti-fun police. Rest is good. Joy is good. Laughter is good. Recovery is necessary. But avoidance is not the same thing as rest. And that's where a lot of people get this twisted in a knot. Now, let's walk through a few examples. Sleeping in is not the problem. You've had a long week, you need recovery, that's fine. Sleeping 3 hours later than your normal rhythm, throwing your entire system out of whack, and then wondering why Monday feels like a truck hit you, that's a problem. You can't make up for lost sleep, ever. It doesn't work that way. Eating pizza, not a problem. One of my favorite things in this world. Pizza is delicious. Good pizza is delicious. Let's be very clear about that. It's part of life. Eating like future you does not exist, like your body is a disposable container, like nothing matters beyond the next bite, that's a problem. Having a couple drinks, all right, first of all, you need to figure out if and why you feel compelled to saturate social events with alcohol and then reevaluate your life. But if you are the rare person who can handle alcohol, very rare indeed, having a glass or two of wine, not the problem. Drinking like tomorrow doesn't exist, like your responsibilities don't exist, like your body doesn't actually have to recover from what you're doing to it, that's a problem. How about your phone? Oh my God. Scrolling your phone for a bit. Well, fine. It is what it is. We live in a digital world. But disappearing into a screen for 6 hours, losing all sense of time and presence and connection, that is a problem. Do you see the pattern? It's not the activity. It's the relationship to the activity. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. And more importantly, it's whether or not you remember that future you exists. Because here's the truth. Future you is not dramatic. Future you is not angry. Future you is not standing there screaming at you. Future you is just tired. Tired of cleaning up messes. Tired of starting over every Monday. Tired of undoing what weekend you did without thinking. And that's where I want to bring this back to the wellness slope. Every decision you make tilts it. Not dramatically, not in a way that makes headlines, but consistently. So the question becomes, is what I'm doing right now helping future me or creating work for them? That's it, man. That's the lens. And when you start looking at your weekends through that lens, everything starts to shift because suddenly the weekend becomes an opportunity, not to escape your life, but to reinforce the direction you actually want it to go. Weekends are a chance to move your body without a stopwatch, not because you have to, but because you can. It's an opportunity to cook something simple and real, not complicated, not performative, just food that actually fuels you. It's a chance to sleep better, not just longer. There's a difference. Sleeping longer doesn't fix chaos. Sleeping better restores order in your brain. How about talking to actual humans face to face, with eye contact, with presence, with attention? Go outside without headphones, without a screen, without constant input from the hellish data stream being shot into your consciousness. Just be in your environment. You remember that, right? Being in the world instead of just observing it through a device. This is what restoration looks like. Not escape, not excess, not collapse. Renewal. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to overhaul your entire life to get there. You don't need a 27-step weekend optimization protocol. You don't need a color-coded schedule. You don't need to become a different person by Saturday morning. Hey, real quick before we continue, if your current training plan is basically random workouts and good intentions, the balanceFIT Blueprint might help. It's a 3-session virtual coaching program where we build a clear, personalized training plan for you. balanceFITSC.com. All right, let's get back to it. You just need to make one better decision. So here's your challenge, and I'm going to keep this exactly where it needs to be. Simple, attainable, and real. Pick one thing this weekend that helps the slope tilt up. Just one. Maybe it's a walk, no pace, no distance requirement, just movement. Maybe it's one solid meal, whole foods, intentional. Maybe it's one earlier night, not early forever, just earlier than usual. Maybe it's one phone-free hour. Oh my God, maybe it's just one phone-free minute. Things are getting really bad. Just one. That's it. No overhauls, no pressure, no perfection. Because remember, these little actions, they're not nothing. And not nothing compounds. Stack enough not nothing moments, your life starts to change. Not overnight, not dramatically, but steadily, reliably, and in a way that actually lasts. So as you move into your weekend, I want you to hold on to a few things. You don't need to earn rest by wrecking yourself. You don't need to escape your life to enjoy it. And you don't need to be perfect to move in a better direction. Take care of future you. They're closer than you think. Enjoy your weekend when it gets here, but don't make it so your work week becomes recovery from catastrophe. All right. Thank you for spending time with me today on balanceFIT Radio. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need it. Please make sure you are subscribed and following on the podcast and YouTube platforms, all the things. Your support is very much appreciated. And let me leave you with this thought. Comfort that arrests growth is not benevolent. Truth that invites effort is not cruelty. So remember, freedom does not eliminate consequences, it magnifies them. Until we meet again, be capable and resolute and move through life with a sense of purpose. Train to be the right kind of dangerous, and remember, your life, your potential. Peace out, homies, and I'll see y'all next time.